It's that time. Time to tip off News 3 Sports Extra. Brought to you by Southside Lumber, Subway, Southern Illinois Orthopedic Center. Now, News 3 Sports Extra.
Greetings and welcome to another edition of Sports Extra. Coming up, we'll try to go to new heights for SIU as the Dogs go to a second-round playoff game with William & Mary. We'll have a preview, but we start with basketball and another heavy dose of early season tournaments. At the Quoin Tip-Off Classic, Waltonville went for a 3-0 start, standing in the way. Ron Weinmiller's Benton Rangers. We pick it up in the fourth. Bryce Askew gets the touch on the runner. Spartans up 11, but Benton did not go quietly. Caleb Suver, nice baseline drive there for the bucket. Under 4 minutes to play. Now down 11. Rangers fought all the way back. Dylan Hartley with the three. Benton within 4. Now with under a minute to play, Waltonville will turn it over, and the Rangers had a chance. Then it's Suver with the bucket again underneath, and the Spartan lead was down to 2. But on the very next possession, the Rangers would turn it over, and Waltonville hit its free throws down the stretch, and the Spartans remain unbeaten, 50-43, your final. Game 2 had the host Indians squaring off with Cairo in the first. It's Jamar Reed with the nice pass to Logan Schneider for the bucket. DeCoin up early. Later, it's Reed again, this time with the steal, and the loose ball is going to wind up right in Marcus Clary's hands for the easy deuce. DeCoin still in on top. Reed and Clary feeling it tonight. It's Reed to Clary once again. Right here, nice move there, and the Indians were rolling, but Carroll made a nice run into the first quarter, early second. Lee Wright with the triple, keeping the Pilots in the game. Next possession, Rodney Woodson will take it inside for the deuce and the abuse, but the Indians would pull away late in the second quarter. Logan Carson with the drive and the score, and the Indians pull away to win it, 75-55. Our adventure continues in Harrisburg with night 3 of the Harrisburg Invitational. Those Bulldogs tangling with Hamilton County. First quarter, Hamilton County pushing the pace. Clint Hotfinger on the finish, 15-14. Fox is up. Later in the quarter, Aaron Craven's top of the 3. He's going to knock down the 3-ball. Hamco red hot from long range early, but in the second, Kane Sheldon would get going for Harrisburg. Pulling up for 3. Bulldogs still down 6. Then it's Keelan Rash with the steal. He bats it ahead to Reed Roper for the bucket and the foul. Bulldogs still down 7 though. But Sheldon and company too much. Kane finishes with 31 on the night, pushing him over 1,000 for his career, and the Bulldogs win it, 74-62. The second game at Harrisburg had Goreville going up against Carmi-White County. Goreville up 4 at the break. Third quarter, Brandon Pataki with the bucket and the foul. He would miss the free throw. Black Cats still up 5 though. The Bulldogs turned up the defense. Off the steal, Logan Rogers takes it in for 2. Goreville's lead down to just 1. Into the third, Clay Matheny with the fadeaway, and it would go in despite Matheny crashing to the floor. And this one would go to Goreville. Martin Powell with the steal, and the Black Cats getting fancy. Lee Sopchak with the finish. And then it's Powell doing it on the offensive end as well. And the Black Cats going to win it, 64-50, your final. Our next stop, Campbell Hill for the Trico Pioneer Invitational. The host looking to go 3-0 tonight against Steeleville. It was tight in the first, not at 8. Andrew Perpinski finds Corey Reel in the paint for the bucket. Warriors up 2, but here comes Trico. Logan Teese drives, kicks it out to Tyler Coleman, who nails the uncontested 3. Pioneers up 5. Second quarter, it's the same play, different corner. Teese finds Coleman again for 3. The lead was out to 12, but in the fourth, Steeleville would claw back. Here, Pokrinski with the steal. He dishes it over to Josh Dirks, and the Warriors within 5 with less than 2 to play. A couple plays later, Warriors with another defensive steal. It comes up Nick Potter pulling Steeleville within 2. And then the heave, desperation would not go as Trico holds on to win it, 63-61. The first game at Trico found Elverado entertaining Egyptian. We'll fast forward to the third. Darmez Nelson leads the break, and he calls his own number for the lay-in. Pharaohs up huge. They also got it done on the defensive end. First, Jonathan Delmore with the block. A couple plays later, Nelson decides to get in on the block party. Egyptian led by 50 after 3. In the fourth, more from the Pharaohs. This time, Jamarion Terry finds his way into the lane and converts it. Elverado tried to get back in it. Dalton Hasty fakes the pass and nails the 3, but in the end, Egyptian too much. 84-32, your final. Marion and Mount Vernon opened their seasons last week at the Pyramid Plus tourney. Tonight, the same 2 squared off, this time in the South 7 opener. Mount Vernon's Kellen Edwards, the big man with the nice hoop in the lane, rams up a pair early. Then Ian Randolph with the steal up court to Kevin Fortney for the easy two. He's pumped up and wanting some more, and well, he would get it. Third quarter, Fortney going baseline for the reverse layup. 2 of his 18 on the night. Mount Vernon up 11. Marion trying to make a comeback. Troy Stuckey for 3. Then big man Brian Waldrop sinks one from downtown. The lead was down to 3, but Mount Vernon owned the fourth quarter. The Rams outscore the Wildcats 24-7 to win it, 55-34. Carbondale opens South 7 play with a visit to Centralia. In the first quarter, R.J. Kukowski with the theft, and then he decides not to share, taking it all the way in for the layup. Orphans up early. But the Terriers in this one didn't see a three-pointer. They didn't like Donnie Bryan hits from deep. He'd have a big game tonight. This one going back and forth throughout the first half here. Centralia's Hiram Muhammad with the drive and the floater. The Terriers would answer. Ty Neal. He's playing well with others, giving off to Bruce Day for the flush. Terriers down just 2 at that point. Then it's Danny Westbrook giving off to a wide-open Bryant, who was automatic, it seemed, from beyond the arc. But in the end, the Orphans were too balanced. Muhammad with the nice feed to Kukowski for the easy 2, and Centralia wins it 64-47. All right, elsewhere tonight, our final prep visual stop, Murphysboro, the Red Devils welcoming Herrin in the river-to-river opener. Here's JoJo Hart for 3 coming up, and then Murphy's Drayshawn Taylor. Here we go. Here's Hart coming up, and he's going to knock down the 3 ball. Looks like we might have some issues with the video here. Murphysboro would go on and win this one by a final of 58-56. Big game from Drayshawn Payne for the Red Devils. Elsewhere at the Oakville tournament, the Rockets win it 67-51 in the championship. Woodlawn gets 3rd. Chester gets 5th. Those games were played last night. Black Diamond East, Fairfield beats Johnston City by 16. NCOE over Thompsonville and the Greater Egyptian 63-41. In the Midland Trail, Wayne City all over Grayville 58-33. South Egyptian Marion balls Cobden 104-43. Non-conference play, Pinckneyville by 25 over Jabot. Gallatin County beats El Dorado 55-47. It was ZR big over Weber Township 60-26. Dongola beats Ezra Christian 67-39. The football Salukis will try to advance to the FCS National Semifinals tomorrow when they host William and Mary. These two teams are built around stingy defenses. The Tribe sports the best run defense in the country. They're giving up right around 50 yards a game on the ground. Well, it's no secret the Salukis' bread and butter offensively is running the football. Something we'll have to give tomorrow.
The battles are won in the trenches. If we can't run the football, now we become a different team and we become one-dimensional, and that's always the goal of our defense too, is try to make the opposing team one-dimensional, because it's sure a lot easier calling defenses when you know they got to throw.
It's the Dogs, it's the Tribe. It's the second round of the playoffs from the MAC, and it starts tomorrow morning at 11. The basketball Salukis will tangle with a young St. Louis U squad tomorrow night in St. Louis. The Billikens will play all freshmen and sophomores. One in particular has caught Coach Lowry's attention, 6'9" sophomore Willie Reed, who's averaging 14 points and 10 rebounds a game. Now, Reed sprained an ankle in SLU's loss to Georgia Wednesday, but the Dogs still expect him to be a handful.
We just got to make sure we keep him in the game a lot. I think, when he plays longer periods of times, you can wear him down. But, if he's fresh and going and playing well, obviously he's tough to deal with.
It's going to be a great challenge for us, us being a fairly young, front court, being able to, that'll be a good challenge for us going against them.
The Dogs and the Billikens from St. Louis, just after 7, they'll tip tomorrow in St. Louis. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Of course, we'll have Saluki football and basketball recaps for you tomorrow night on Saturday Sports Extra after the Big 12 championship game. Nightline is next here on TV3. Have a great weekend.